Hey guys, what's going on? Thanks for checking out another episode today. What we're going to be working on is the Ford Flex engine. This thing needs to get put together and sold. I don't want it in my driveway no more. Money-making project. It took a little bit longer than I expected, but you know what? That's just what happens when life gets in the way. Other projects take over. So this is the engine so far. It's just a lot easier taking everything out, guys, instead of doing it in the engine bay where there's no room, bashing your knuckles. It is not fun. So you can see that everything's pretty much off the heads, exhaust manifolds, all that stuff. So this is the oil pump. This is where the water pump is. Honestly, in my opinion, stupidest design in the world. Why would you have a water pump inside your timing cover driven by a timing chain? It makes no sense to me. This is the old busted up water pump. Like, the bearing is seized. I can't even freaking turn it. Like, the impeller on it, yeah, these things is just toast. So you can actually see that the seal failed and it was leaking past it. It's just so much crud. There's a little emergency escape just to let you know time to change it. But you know what? I think that was the whole symptoms all along. I don't even think the head gaskets need to be changed. But we're doing everything anyhow. That way it's prepared for the new owner. And everything will be good and reliable again. A little bit of a mess, but it's always going to be when you're working on projects like this. So there's a bunch of the old gaskets, head gaskets there. They at least came with multi-layer steel ones, so that's at least good news for what the engine originally had. There's the valve covers, and then also the variable timing solenoids, everything there. And then we got the cams all set up, just laid out, all the cam caps all laid out too. Just that way everything can just go back into the engine. But what we're mainly focusing on today is just cleaning up the heads, getting everything ready to be bolted back together. A couple more things that we still have to do to the engine is lift it back up, and then also take off the oil pan, clean underneath, inside, and then clean the oil pan all out because it is still pretty grimy, super thick sludge in there still, and I don't want any of that to go through a freshly rebuilt engine. Well, rebuilt-ish. You know what I mean. But yeah, so I'm just finishing up this one head here. I'm just Scotch-Briting the combustion chamber here, just getting all the valves and the surface where the valve seat all cleaned up. This is more of just of a budget DIY. A lot of people, what they'll do is they'll actually take it to a machine shop, and then they'll also get it decked, so planed, everything like that. You can see I already cleaned up the exhaust manifold, mating surface there. Already cleaned up the interior, or like the inside where all the valves are. And then I also cleaned up the intake manifold mating surface too. So a little bit more to go on this, and then I'll be done. But when I'm ready to get to this side, I'll show you how I went about taking care of that and getting it all cleaned up. Okay guys, so now I'm going to show you how to clean up this head now that I've done the other one. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a fresh roll-lock disc, medium grit, onto the die grinder there with that special roll-lock attachment. And then we're just going to be going over the surface pretty lightly. We're not going to apply too much pressure. We don't really want to take any material off. We just want to take all the surface grime and grit, and then also whatever remaining gaskets on there. There's a lot of different methods on ways to do this. Some people say one way is the right way, the other way is the wrong. But in this case, guys, we're just doing like a budget kind of rebuild, just to show you that you can do it literally with just basic tools. No special shops to do it for you or anything. So yeah, so like I said, we're gonna go ahead and attach this. We're gonna just do the surface prep. Same with the intake mating surface there. Exact same with the exhaust mating surface. And then I'm gonna show you how to go about doing the head nice and carefully also. All right, let's get a time lapse going and let's get started. Okay guys, so you can see we cleaned it up pretty nicely. Like I said, we're not taking a lot of material off. Our main goal is just to etch it up a little bit and just get the surface debris and crap off. And then you can see we also did the mating surface for the intake there too. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to flip it around. We're going to tackle the timing front area and then also the exhaust manifold mating area. So let's get that started. So, got everything all cleaned up now. The front's all taken care of. Looking good. Same with the exhaust manifold. Everything's looking good. So now what I'm going to do is shoot some brake clean all in the front, let it drip into the bucket, and then also blow it all off. And then what we'll do is we'll tip it upright, and then we'll get all the inside, get all that nasty sludge that's on in the inside here. You can see it. It's just so gross. So we're going to brake clean the living snot of it, airline it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take the shims all out too, one by one. I want them to go back exactly wherever they belong. And then we'll clean the inside of the shims, blow the spring off. And then before we go ahead and reassemble everything too, what we're going to do is we're going to get the assembly lube. And then we're going to tack it all inside the shim and then also on the top of the spring. Just that way it's not ting, 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 and, you know, metal to metal contact. Now we got everything all cleaned up. I'm going to show you with the little secret that I have that's worked for me many times in the past on Chevy engines, Honda engines, and now I'm going to show you how to do it on this Ford engine. It's very simple. Like I said, a lot of people will take this the heads to a shop to get them decked and all that. I'm just trying to show you how I've done it. It's been successful for me in the past without getting a shop involved, you know, budget DIY kind of thing. So now that I've used a roll-lock disc on all the surfaces, you can see it's all pretty grimy and all that, pretty worn down. That's the key. You don't want a brand new one because a brand new one's going to take too much material, in my opinion, off, especially an important surface like the head gasket. So now I'm going to use the little grimy one just to take off all the surface contaminants, just etch it up just enough, that way we have a fresh enough surface. A lot of people are going to hate me for doing this, but it's worked for me in the past. If you don't want to do this, that's totally fine. Obviously, on different engines, I take my time and I take it to a shop. But this way, this method, it worked for me multiple times. So I'm going to keep on doing it on just, you know, quick and easy builds. But yeah, let's go ahead and get a time lapse on this going, and we'll show you what it's going to look like when it's all done. guys, so next what we're going to be doing is we're going to be cleaning up the combustion chamber area. Pretty easy. So what we're going to essentially be doing is we're going to be shooting a bunch of brake clean. You can also use carb clean too, that's totally fine, but pretty much what we're going to do is shoot it directly onto the combustion chamber, let it all pool up, and then we're going to take red Scotch-Brite pad and actually just go like this, back and forth. You can see it's actually starting to already clean the surface so much more than what that looks like. Pretty much we just keep on going. And just a little effort, you can already see that it's cleaning it up in a bunch. We're going to break down all the carbon that we can off the valves too. We're not going to remove the valves, we're just going to do like this. Keep on going, we'll blow it all out. And yeah, we'll have a prepped head. Okay guys, so we're all cleaned up. Surfaces look really nice. Like I said, it's just to knock all the contaminants off, all the surface debris. I'm not going for gold here, just to get the job done, back together, running. So heads are all taken care of. Now I'm on just the intake manifold. As you can see, prep the surfaces using the same method, would knock it down with a roll arc disc. And then also same with the mating surface on this side too. I ended up taking out all the old crusty nasty gaskets, ended up resurfacing it, and then also putting fresh gaskets in. You can see how just grotty these ones are. These ones, like, they're not too bad, but these ones were like rock hard and like super grotty. This one was the worst one there too. So got those all taken care of. Also, I ended up just prepping up the front timing cover. As you can see, all surfaces are all nice and clean. Hey guys, so all cleaned up, ready to go. Promised the wife a little bit of a date afternoon. Got something else planned for you guys though. Video ain't over yet. Hold on. Okay guys, here with the wife. Made it down to Lamborghini Vancouver. They're closed, so we can't go inside the dealerships today, but at least we can take a look at some cars and see what's hanging out outside in the alleyways. Koenigsegg and Bugatti building too. So sick. Looks like they got Urus in there. Pretty sick. Venador. Look at that. Beautiful Venador SVJ. Check out all the carbon on it. Holy smokes. Can even see all the carbon on the engine tray there and all that too. Dang. Our color looks so good on that SVJ. It's like a different shade of Nardo gray. It's almost like a blue. Really nice. Check this Aston out. I don't even know what model this is. DB11 V8. All that red leather interior too. Wow, unreal. Rear ends of these things are so cool. How about this one? Wow. DB11 also. Huh. Exact same car. I guess this one's actually the Spider version. That's why it looked a little bit different to me. Check out this like Nardo gray Vantage. This thing is so sick. Very short and stout. Not as long as they used to be though, that's for sure. Check that out though. What do you think, wife? Yeah, only 219,000. Not too bad. Pretty dark inside, but then we got a white one. That's all Red Bull livery wrapped. Well, this one's got like some nice pearl white accents and white leather interior also. Never seen a Ford GT in person before. Until now. That's pretty wicked. There's that LFA that we saw on the other side. Beautiful, beautiful Ferrari. They got Pagani in there too, a Hyra. So gnarly. Speaking about Ford GTs, there is a classic one. Beautiful color. Wow. G-Wagon. Nice, we got an Evora here. Really nice like Nardo gray on it also. Everyone's got their own version of like Nardo gray. It's just the color that everybody always just reverts to because it's the most well-known one. Got a pretty thick, looks like a satin white R8. Satin pearl finish. Ferrari 360. Pretty sweet cars. Got an Alpha C4, I believe this one is. Pretty sweet. Ooh, got a little Ducati action going on there too. Got a pretty nice Stingray C7. I don't know if this is an actual wrap or if it's a paint job. It looks like a wrap. Nice satin dark gray. Corvette. Got a nice convertible. Not bad. Looks like we got a collision repair facility here. All the cars all torn down, getting repaired. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Nice and small and nimble. Pretty sweet looking. This is the only models that Lotus offers nowadays. It's just the Evora. I suppose the Elise is gone, or other models. I'm not too sure, but Evora's the only ones that I've been seeing a lot lately of. Here's a more up close look at that Nardo gray version of the Evora that they have. Evora S, this is the one with the supercharger on it. Yeah, there you go. See a little bit of the supercharger there. Behind the glass. Wicked. Not too bad. So the wife got bored window shopping, looking at cars with me. So we actually went actual shopping, spent some money. But guys, that's gonna do it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I got a bit of a lengthy drive home ahead of me. And the next episode, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be pretty much reassembling the heads onto the actual block of the engine. So definitely check that out because it'll be pretty interesting. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram. That way you guys get the first little bit of sneak peeks of everything too. But thanks so much for watching. We out.